Hey Pisces, this is going to be your general timeless reading. Today's reading might get a little crazy. I got a new deck called the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. It's a bit different than normal tarot. I even brought the book just in case. And if there's clarification, I got my Dreams of Gaia Tarot Mini. So it's going to be like Tarotception or something. But we'll see. This might be a pretty cool reading. Oh wow. How did a card get backwards? What? Wait a minute. Oh wow. Well, I guess it has to come out. Wow. When I did my first reading with this deck, I totally did it differently. It made this like whole crazy picture. Okay, I'm just seeing if there's anyone else that's turned around here. Well, the first card you got is Wisdom, number 10. So I'm already getting like the idea of learning things via experience. Maybe understanding things from a different light, because wisdom is the thing that you gain through experience. Okay. And this is 7 of Earth. This is all, at least I've seen this one before. This is all about like grounding and balancing. It's like the harvest comes from you. It's coming from, yeah, that tree looks like it's actually coming out of him. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. This is like crazy imagery. And then there's apples. It's like the tree of knowledge is growing from you. And that's a good imagery for wisdom. Wow, I'm just doing it like this. I'm gonna have to take a picture of this. Let's see. And then in this 7, all the chakras are lined up. Wow. I like this. 15, abundance. And she has fruit there too. And this is like, is this a dragon? Very interesting dragon. If you can see. I'm gonna put this here. I feel like it goes here. And then there is this air? I think this is air. Hold on. I feel like these are pretty universal symbols in decks, but I still forget. Yeah, well, it looks like air. 10 of air. Huh. I don't know why, but I'm getting the feeling of facing mortality. This almost is like facing the gates, like a portal, right? And maybe it feels like a sort of death, but it's just leaving something old behind. Maybe you've gained too much wisdom in a situation to go back to it, and you've moved on to a point of no return in a way. And then this is 6 of air. Yeah, a point of no return. It's like you've gained the knowledge of your darker self now. Look at this. It's like integrating. There's a lot of Celtic knots in here too. The dragon has one. Well, is this one? This wisdom. Can you see? Camera's not that great, guys. And it's like the rainbow shooting up. That's kind of like Kundalini there. And these runes. I wonder, you know, some witch reader was talking Patrick, I can't say the name, about seeing certain runes in certain light. Like, what if this thing has runes? What if you can only see certain things from your shadow side and certain things from your light side, but together, like, you combine that for your own wisdom? So it's like your good opinions of people and your negative opinions of people are both the full picture, right? And if you suppress your bad opinions of people, then it's almost as if you're not truly seeing or accepting a person. I don't know why I'm thinking of a person right now, but just, you know, in any situation, not just people, but situations you're in, if you're always kind of ignoring the bad instead of like acknowledging and accepting it, you're not gonna have the right, or the, I wouldn't say right, it's not right or wrong here. You won't have the full perspective if you're kind of ignoring the bad side of situation. And almost I get here, like, part of the wisdom is not reacting to it anymore. Just kind of acknowledging it, storing it, and just knowing. So it's like you've reached a point in your life where you kind of understand how valuable it is to acknowledge both sides of people and situations, even yourself. So with this abundance, though, you know, I should start taking pictures for the thumbnails. Do we got anything? Thought in the child. Wow. I feel like the child should go under that 10 of air. So the child is about, wow. So it's like rebirth here. If this is like the point of no return, kind of like a death, this is the rebirth and seeing things through fresh eyes, approaching things with a certain, you know, not innocence, but what's the word? It's like children are almost naturally forgiven or forgiving because they haven't been burned as much yet. You know, the part of you that kind of just gets sick of people's shit is the person that's been burned a lot. The child doesn't come into this earth unless, I don't know, they're really like special child in a movie, an alien kid or something. They don't come having all these bad experiences, having all this recollection of how people might have failed them or let them down. So I think that that's what that rebirth here, like, if you've gone to the point of no return where you can't unsee negative aspects of things anymore, where you can't just ignore the shadow side of things anymore, it's like you're coming out and you're choosing to become more lighthearted, more innocent, more just calm about these things rather than, you know, being upset about them. Yeah, there you go, upset. Because thought came out. So it's like abundance and thought. It's like your thoughts have a lot of power in a situation. Like how much it's not just about what you feel in situations, it's what you constantly think. And, you know, reacting is the verbal or body language expression of how you feel about a situation, what you think about a situation. But the fact is, when we have these thoughts about people and situations, and you think just because you're not saying anything, you know, not directly, that no one knows, yeah, your thoughts have a lot more power than you think in most situations. You find a way to project them out either way, you know, and constantly thinking negative thoughts about things, or just like doomsday thoughts about things, or it's going to create your reality. So it's almost like being by this abundance card. If you're having trouble feeling like you have enough in any regard, you know, not just money, but just like support or fulfillment, kind of monitor your thoughts on a situation. Just because you're not saying anything or you're not reacting outright doesn't mean like your thoughts on a situation aren't affecting you in some way. Like, you know, I hate hearing oh, if you have fear, you're going to manifest the wrong outcome. Like, I don't like that stuff. But like, control of your thoughts, or just at least awareness of your thoughts, is pretty important in your overall well-being. Let's see. I'm feeling like only 2 more cards here. Maybe. Is it 2 more cards here, or should I get the tiny deck? I don't know. I almost feel like I should get the tiny deck. Is anything gonna come out first? Okay. Oh. Well, at the bottom is 2 of air. This is more about, and you know, this air energy, yeah. Because this is another 6 of air, 2 of air. These are balanced numbers. It's both light and dark. So it's like balancing your positive thoughts and your negative thoughts, and integrating them into a sort of wisdom about things, right? Instead of suppressing your negative thoughts or focusing too much on your negative thoughts, just acknowledge that you're seeing all sides of a situation, and that gives you an advantage, you know. Tree of knowledge, wisdom here. It gives you an advantage to be able to see all sides of a situation. So ignoring the bad, or focusing too much on the bad, or ignoring the good, focus, you know, vice versa. It just doesn't do you any good to not have a balanced perspective on the situations in your life. And if you're like vowing to be maybe less imbalanced, or less, you know, negative, even negative thoughts about yourself, you know, going into things with this kind of child mindset, you know, seeing things for the first time, maybe not under this negative veil or overly positive veil, you know, like nostalgia tends to do that to us. Oh, wow. Oh, this is cool. Which way do I want to go? Huh. So, I don't know what this card is at all. Oh, yeah, because these ones don't say the words, the mini ones. I like how it looks, though. But I'm putting this by abundance. It's card 16. This almost seems like, yeah, I mean, that's the hawk. Yeah, seeing things, seeing everything. Especially since her third eye is open there. Everyone has like a third eye in this deck. And this cave here, it's like, maybe you're just a naturally intellectual person, and maybe you've seen that as a burden before. The fact that you can see so much about situations, or you're always the first to point out maybe the harder truths in a situation, I think you need to learn how to transmute that into more of a blessing. Then there's this. Whoa, this is interesting. 7 or 8 of air. Yeep. I'm gonna put this by the angel. Yeah, this angel imagery. He's like stabbing himself. What is this meaning to me? It's almost like, is this the left side? Yeah, because this is on the left side, it's giving me this idea of like really suppressing your thoughts. You know, suppressing your thoughts. It's like putting pain on your left side where that rules, right, your thoughts and logic. So maybe you've allowed yourself to be a little bit too negative. And if you knew that, maybe you were trying to go in the opposite direction and it was still painful. Either way, it's not really respecting that side of you, you know. I mean, it's good if you were a little bit too carried away in the past that you're trying. Maybe it's just overcompensation at this point. And then here it's 4 of fire. So I think the way this is like aimed, and this is fire, this guy is like an eagle or hawk. It's like, because this is by thought here, it's like be more precise, you know, make it count when you're gonna maybe deliver, you know, something that's maybe a little bit more difficult. If you need to speak up, you know, make sure it's something you actually feel. If it's going to be a little bit negative or it's going to be a little bit hard, make sure it's actually, if you have a lot of passion behind it, make sure you actually do have passion behind it. You're not just in the heat of the moment. It's like be more precise when you're delivering something that may be just a little bit intense, angry, passionate. Be more precise, be more directed. And maybe if you'll worry less maybe about going off the rails. And then here is like 9 of air. I like this imagery here. There's more runes here. There's another dagger, and then there's, maybe that's like a lotus, I can't tell. I'm getting like cosmic perspective here. Like this rebirth, it's like giving you access to even more, you know, the ability to see things from a new perspective, from a more innocent perspective, maybe less resentful perspective, is giving you access to even like more knowledge, like more, because her brain is like, you see this, it's like cosmic, you know. It's going to give you maybe you'll be revisiting things you previously like dismissed as maybe too out there, too, you know, crazy. What's at the bottom here? Ooh, look at that. 2 of water. So that's about relationships. I mean, I think you can kind of see that. Ouch. But I'm also like, maybe this is going to help you connect better with others too. I mean, if you're constantly thinking negatively about things, it might make it very difficult to connect with others because, yeah, obviously, you're just going to think everyone sucks. And then they're going to think you suck. So then no one wins. Let's see what we have for oracle cards. Yeah, I totally did that different. Oh, man. These cards are so cool. I don't want to do like all readings with these cards, so it just ends up being who knows what. Because I don't even... Should I read that book? What that card is? I will after. I've got books just in case. Let's see if we have any oracle cards. Ooh, yeah, nice. Yeah, exactly. Opening to discovery. Look at that. It's like a keyhole and it's like more space imagery. So yeah, I think, you know, the gift of being, having a very analytical mind, you know, is that you are able to take in a lot of information. You don't really get too attached to information, So just learn to direct that analysis towards maybe something that'll benefit you and not how much your people around you suck or things around you suck. I don't know. Not saying that's you, but you know, I don't know. And then, oh, earth magic on the other side. So it's like really, this is all like cosmic on one side. Oh wow, this is probably no coincidence. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to take a picture of this because it's very earthy on this side. Oh, look at that. Awakening genius. Wow. So I really think, you know, this conquering of your mind is really gonna lead to some, why did I say conquer your own mind? But you know what I mean, like you're overthinking or whatever you're doing, you know, staying in negative thought patterns, you know, not acknowledging darker aspects of people or situations, even yourself. It's like it's really going to contribute to your growth in a big way because, you know, there's a lot of creative energy and kind of those darker emotions, those darker you know, the things that we're kind of afraid of, our anger, our passion, you know, things like that. There's a lot of creative energy to be tapped into there. So you might find yourself coming into something pretty great. It's like your full potential can be met once you have really accepted all sides of yourself and acknowledged, you know, there's some talent to your, talent, whatever you want to say, talent or some usefulness to what you perceived as flaws and probably what other people told you were flaws. Let's be real. Like you probably wouldn't be so negative if other people were negative with you. You know, I don't think you were like born being like, fuck you, you know, you call that doctoring, you know, when you were born. I mean, maybe you were, I don't know. I don't know you. Let's see. Oh, but the earth magic though. Yeah. The earth magic is obviously about grounding, right? But I would say this also feels like getting in touch with, you know, physical activity, your family, working, you know, practical things, earth magic, grounding yourself. But let's see. Did I just want one? I think I do want just one. Grounding, you know, because like abundance is mostly the material world, right? So it's like practical considerations here. And just recognize, I think maybe if you take like a nice vacation somewhere natural, like the ocean, the mountains, the desert, just learn to appreciate the everyday beauty of life. How's that? And that could help you in kind of working through any kind of overthinking or just that. Just try to be more present. This came out Star Brothers, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. And yeah, maybe grounding might help you feel safer. You know, if you've got a lot of like anxious energy, grounding is like very good. Yeah, Horus energy, safety, trust. Okay. Yeah, support systems, family, friends, etc. And at the bottom here was cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. So I do feel like there's been a bit of a rebirth here, and maybe you saw some sides of yourself you never expected to see. So I mean, that can be very jarring, obviously. Let's see, do I just want to roll an angel number, or do I want to see if you have a crystal? Well, let me look this up real quick. This 14. What if it, like, I got it in the mini one. Oh, faith. 14 is faith. Oh, that's nice. Faith, self-belief, confidence, divine connection, trust, serenity, surrender. I mean, you might have a divine connection with someone here. Oh, look, it was that air card again. What? Anyway, faith is beautiful. Self-belief helps you to overcome. Doubt breeds mistakes. Cruel words can do lasting harm. Yeah. Okay, that was probably a good thing to read. I don't think I really need to read anything else. Doop, doop. Okay, angel number. Or card. Angel number, card. Angel number. Alright. Oh, is it 718 or 178? Let's just read 178 first. 178. Trust that you're being led to the perfect opportunities to display your gifts. Yeah, definitely something's brewing here. If you've got some kind of like big project, especially a creative one, yeah. Tapping into controlling your doubt, your negative thoughts about things and situations, and like really accepting like your darker side, tapping into that could really probably pay off. Be a little bit vulnerable. 718. Taking time to focus on your blessings and the miracles you have experienced on your path this far will hold you in a magnetic space to create even more. This is the time to be blessed, and it starts with seeing the love that is already present in your life. Yeah, that abundance there. So, that's your reading, Pisces. I hope it helps you. Thank you.